Taurus, darlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jasmine Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. For those of you who are returning, thank you for coming back to watch another weekly. If you would like a personal reading or a live coaching session, or you want to work with me with healing, or you would like to purchase a personal tarot reading package, please hop on over to capellawellness.com. There are also links in the description box below to take you straight there. I want to wish you guys a wonderful, transformative, beautiful week. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. How's it going? I hope all is... I keep using the same words, but whatever. I hope all is... what word do I want to use? Okay, I want to say beautiful in your sector of the universe. I send you much love and many blessings, as I always do. All right, Taurus, what we're going to do here is we're going to see what's going on with you at this time, what obstacles you are facing, what lessons you are learning to help you with your spiritual growth, because that's what this is about. Then we're going to get guidance from Spirit on how to best navigate these energies, what the new moon in Gemini is bringing you. It happens at 9 degrees of Gemini on May 30th, 2022. We'll also get a wellness message for you. And lastly, we'll check in on what's going on with love and relationships for you. Okay, now the cards wanted to do something wacky. Okay, Taurus. I'm not the best shuffler in the world, but who says that I had to be, right? All right, it's the messages that count. Let's see what's going on with Taurus at this time. What is going on with Taurus at this time, Spirit Guides, Angels, Galactic Family, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Uh-oh. That hit in the way, it's a reversal. The Lovers in the reverse. And I do take reversals. Okay, reversals, because these are life lessons. We've got trust issues is what came out here. Okay. There's something about whether you are in a deep soul connection with somebody and you don't trust them, or this is about not trusting people in all your other relationships. Okay. What's going on here is that there's like a misalignment between you and somebody else. It could be that, but I'm getting very strong trust issues with somebody. Okay. You could very well, or your person's dealing with, an issue. I just can't really believe the other person. There's something about you're attracting these relationships that are misaligned, that they're not harmonious, because you don't fully trust them. This could stem from a relationship that you dealt with before. Could have been a marriage, okay, for some of you, not for all of you. Remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else who's watching this. Keep your unhealthy ego at the door. Make sure you're honest with yourself. But there could have been a relationship before. It might have been with a Gemini, okay? Because this is Gemini energy. But that's only going to be applicable for some of you, not all of you. But there's a relationship that happened in the past. You could have been married to this person, all right? And they screwed you over. You were never aligned in the first place, and you kind of knew it. There's something here about not heeding the red flags with this connection, and you went through with the connection anyway, and it kind of like you maybe got divorced, or it was a bad breakup or something like that, okay? And maybe this person, there was cheating. Maybe there was, lies were being told all the time, or there wasn't really a strong connection. There could have been just strong passion, like a lot of good sex or something, but there was nothing deep there. Like, no pun intended. There was no deep soul connection. There's no true love in this connection, okay? And And because of that relationship, it really gave you a very negative view on other relationships, to which you started to attract people perhaps who only, I'm hearing, liked you for your money, for your looks, for your status, for whatever. Maybe they only wanted to be with you because, you were good in bed or something, because they were strongly attracted to you or something like that. It was only based on attraction, not by soul, okay? That's what I'm hearing with this. I'm getting a lot with this for whatever reason. But for some of you, you were in these relationships, and it's kind of like all of the other relationships that you were attracting, they were kind of like this, okay? There was no true connection, all right? There could have been a lot of discord, a lot of like fighting, arguing, something like that. There was a lot of imbalance between you and somebody else. Also, but then you continuously ended up making unhealthy choices in relationships. But your subconscious was attracting more people like this because you couldn't walk away fully from that big relationship that really did you in. Okay. It was very disharmonious. You guys weren't on the same page, and there was no real deep soul connection there. And even though it didn't go wrong, and this person was kind of like, I'm hearing they kind of screwed you over. It affected all of your relationships going forward. And then what happened was you started to lose trust in other people. Okay. You may have not given the other person to quote unquote prove themselves that they were their true authentic selves, or you didn't give them the time of day to allow to really get to know them. Maybe you really had preconceived notions going into relationships. Okay. Or they did one little thing, or maybe they even lied about something, and you said, oh, well, that person's a liar through and through. Let me tell you, there's not one person on this planet who hasn't lied, period. I'm one of them, okay? We all do it. It's because of our low vibrational selves. We don't feel like we're worthy of anything, and we try to kind of make ourselves look like somebody that we're not because we're afraid for the truth to come out, okay? And when that happens, and if somebody catches us in a lie, and you kind of have to give them the benefit of the doubt a little bit. Now, if there's like a serial liar or it's excessive, that's different. Like pathological, that's completely different, okay? I'm talking about we're all going to fib in one way or another. And depending on how big that lie is, it really depends on the situation. So there could have been somebody here where every little thing you were looking for something. Oh wait, well they made up this story. They lied about this, so I can't trust them fully. Again, you have to really get down to the facts as to why they did that. Until you know all the facts, you have no right to judge them or to chastise them or anything like that. You have to get to the bottom of why they did it in the first place. And then when they come clean as to why they lied, why they fibbed, or whatever it was, and it didn't happen afterwards, then you can have a clean slate like the Ace of Swords, and then you can move forward, okay? Then you can have that forward progress. Because otherwise, people having trust issues and running around the truth, there's not gonna be any progress. You won't get to the true meaning of something. You won't get to understand that other person. Okay. So this has got to go. If this is then lingering in your heart space, guys, you're blocking this from actually happening. The divine union, all right? The having the love of a lifetime here. This is about openness, being vulnerable, being open with someone, and being truthful, okay? Making healthy choices that are in alignment for your highest good, and the highest good always deals with the truth, no matter how hard the truth is, okay? We cannot experience this type of connection if we're not honest with ourselves and we're not honest with each other. And we have to allow other people to be honest with us too. But that's up to them to be ready to come clean and to move forward with speaking their truth. And then when the truth really gets laid out on the table, then you'll gain a lot of clarity, And then you'll really have this deeper bond. It's kind of like expressing your deepest truths, your honest feelings with each other to deepen the bond between one another. Okay. I think that's like the "it's safe for you to love" card in the Romance Angels. We'll see if that card comes out. But, there's also something here about somebody confusing passion with, yeah, see, hold on 1 second. They wanted me to get the card out. See what I said? As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. This is what needs to be released. The trust issues need to be let go. And there's something here about somebody was thinking that passion was confined to sexual energy when it's not. Life is meant to be felt, okay? Not just having sex, not just having good sex and just that's what makes the connection. Nope, it's this, okay? It's the openness. It's the alignment with somebody, having the same morals and values, like having similar likes or interests, okay? The harmony. This is a harmonious union. You cannot have harmonious sacred union if there is a lack of trust. Okay, so either you or somebody else really need to come clean and need to have heart-to-heart conversations and talk about things, okay? Or this is going to continue. The union that you're seeking is not going to happen if you can't come forward with the truth and really get, stop being in this energy where you're continuing to be disconnected from one another because nobody's speaking the truth. And again, with Gemini energy, that is communication, okay? And Mercury is still retrograde as I'm recording this. So there's something here about really, really evaluating what you're thinking about here with this connection. But somebody's got to communicate. All right? To bring you guys back into alignment. And what's interesting here is we have the 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Walk away from the past. There's something here that a previous relationship is really, really blocking your union here because of trust issues. Okay? You got to let that go. You know there's something better. But there's something about some people, 2 of you, you and another person. It could be a friend even, okay? This does not have to be about your counterpart, your soulmate. It does not just have to be about that. It could be about friends, family members, okay? Walking away from the past is going to free you to allow the better energies of the future to come in. Getting stuck in the past is not going to help you. You know you're ready for something different. You can't stay stuck in there being emotionally fulfilled because you can't find harmonious connections. But that could very well be stemming from you're making unhealthy choices with relationships. There's something about passion here, about like sex here. It's like some of you are trying to suppress your emotions with this stuff. Avoiding the truth here, or how you really feel. You're emotionally fulfilled. Some of you are staying in inauthentic relationships for the wrong reasons. If you know there is no true soul connection and you guys don't have the same morals and values, you are misaligned. That is not going to be this. The soul connection has to be there. Some of you are staying in these misaligned connections for the wrong reasons. You will never find true love if you do that. If you are suppressing your happiness for the sake of somebody else, if you're pretending to be happy when you're really not, you are lowering your vibration, which again, you will continue to attract. You won't attract the true love here. You will not attract true harmonious connections. If you're pretending to be happy and you're staying wallowing in your sorrows and you're being inauthentic and living a lie. That is dark energy. It is not of the light. It is not truth. And some of you know this. You know there's something better. You got to start listening to your divine guidance and start listening to what your angels, your archangels, your guides, your spirit team, everybody, what they are telling you to do. It's time for you to get in alignment with your higher self. Focus on your emotional healing first. You get to union with self first. You do your emotional healing first. Release anger, bitterness, the trust issues, everyone who's done you wrong in relationships. Start healing from that, because with that broken heart that some of you still have, with that bitterness there, you're going to continue to attract this. That's just the bottom line. That's how the law of attraction works. And now my left ear is ringing. So either you release yourself from this, or you continue to attract relationships that are not true, harmonious relationships. Start making healthier choices for your highest good that are in alignment with your highest good. Walk away for like 7 of Cups. Walk away from the temptations, from the fantasies, from the things that don't serve you. Picking the cups of poison. If you know you're emotionally unfulfilled here, Taurus, go after what it is that you want. You already know what that is. Some of you need to start heading towards the 9 of Cups, finding what ultimately fulfills you, because these connections that are not aligned are not going to fulfill your happiness, and you know it. No one person, no one job, no one friendship, nothing is going to bring you in alignment with your higher self. It's not going to bring you the ultimate happiness that you're looking for. You already know there's something better, Taurus. It's time to go after that. It's time to go after what you're dreaming of, your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, what it is that you're desiring. You want a deeper connection. You want to be at that soul level. You don't just want to have like a good old time in the sack or whatever. You just don't want to have somebody to just have fun with, but then you guys don't have a soul mission. You don't have, this passion, this ambition to do something great for the betterment of humanity. There's also best friendship that comes with this. Being like best buddies, but being best lovers. But there's also something about a mission, because the lovers, this type of connection, they have a mission together. The love that they have for each other is going to be an example for others. This is a divine couple right here. Those who are in these connections, they are excellent examples of what true unconditional love is, and what true openness is, and what true alignment is in a connection. The soul connection here. So some of you got to stop lying to yourselves about being happy with the relationships that you're having. Stop enabling unhealthy attachments to things that you know are not for your highest good. You don't need to seek approval from anybody else. It's time to let go and let God. Just surrender. Walk away. Just walk away. Release what doesn't serve you. Okay? There's also something about afraid of commitment, being afraid of commitment. And you have to stop being dishonest with yourself and others. I'm telling you, inauthenticity, guys, and lack of honesty with how you're really feeling and what you really want, you will continue to attract relationships that are not what this is. This is divine energy. Lies and deception and faking happiness and sadness and stuff like that, that is dark energy. It is not of divine. It doesn't work that way. You can try to manipulate it, try to twist it any way that you want, but it's not. Being unhappy will not bring in divine anything. You are divine within, but you have to embody that, but you have to make those choices that are better for you, that are in alignment with your higher self. Chariot. See, you walk away. You go after that something that's better. You go after that true love that you know that you want. You follow your divine guidance. You take action. You have that fortitude and that willpower to just go for it. It's like, you know what? God is going to lead me to this. I have to trust that this connection that I really want is the one for me. I can't allow the past relationships that I had, especially that big one that some of you may have had, who somebody screwed you over and you end up developing trust issues. You know deep down inside that there is something better for you, that maybe you may have already met your counterpart, your twin flame, whatever you want to call it. Okay? I like to call this is the person that God ordained for you. The bond that God created that cannot be broken. God has already created this person for you. If you know already who that is, if you already know who that is, it's time for you to go charge ahead. Start making some forward progress. You gotta stop like lying to yourself about the situation and move ahead towards what you ultimately want, what you're dreaming of, what you're aspiring to, what you're desiring. All right? And just go forward with it. No hesitation, no blocked obstacles, no doubts, no worries, no nothing. Because God is telling you, you have to trust in the universe and trust in God that where He's leading you towards is where you're going to be, where you need to be. And He's trying to lead you towards this, not this. You don't walk away from this. You're actually blocking yourself from this, okay? From that true love right there. From that divine union. Let go of the past. You already know what is right for you. It's time to take action, move ahead. This is the I think I can card for me. This is going the distance. Because you are being divinely guided. This connection is divinely guided. Whatever trust issues, whatever happened in the past relationships, let that go. Because you know deep down inside that this connection that some of you have already been experiencing is different from all the other ones. It was helping you to not only trust in people again, trust your intuition, but also to trust in God, in God's plan, okay? There's something here that I'm hearing somebody needs to go after somebody. You could be like wanting to travel to someone or show up at somebody's house, something like that. This is like a visitor. Or maybe you're at a distance from somebody. The distance shouldn't even matter. If you want something, you freaking go after it. Ah, Six of Cups. There is that soulmate, counterpart, twin flame energy. I said don't get stuck in the past, did I not? Don't let the past hold you back. Why are you allowing the past to hold you back from your destiny? From where God knows you need to be? God's trying to bring you this. God created this for you. Stop letting the past hold you back. It happened for a reason. You should have learned from it by now. It's now time to move forward. With courage, with confidence. You're being led to victory. And you deep down inside know that, Taurus. There's also about somebody coming back from the past. Reconciliation, reunion here. This is about forgiveness. Healing from the inner child. because the inner child was battered and bruised. Maybe you had trust issues ever since you were a child. Maybe something traumatic happened when you were younger and you didn't trust God because you had all the faith in God until something traumatizing happened in your childhood and you were like, nope, I don't even trust God either. And because of that, you just started losing trust in practically everyone that you met. That's for somebody here. It's not for all of you. Somebody's getting very nostalgic about somebody, having fond memories about a connection with somebody or a friendship or something like that. And you really enjoyed your time, but your past was holding you back. You started to have trust issues with this person. You started to see things that really weren't there. You were assuming things about your counterpart, your soulmate. You were assuming things about like the what ifs. That can't be real. That this sounds a little bit too much like my past connection. It's going to be the same shit. Get out of that. When deep down inside you know that it's not. You were trying to see things that really weren't there. You saw things that really weren't there. And your gut was telling you otherwise. Let go of the past. It's right here. Walk away from it. It doesn't dictate your future. It would only repeat itself if you stay in it. Your abundance does not lie in the past, guys. The past is your south node. That is not where your rewards lie. That is not where your abundance lies. That's not where this connection lies either. Strength. Building up strength during going through that childhood healing. Okay? Overcoming adversity, having compassion for what's happened in the past. The things that people have gone through, right? Because I'm getting a lot of childhood trauma here for whoever this is for. And now Midnight wants to come in. See? She never does this. She does that. She's putting her scent on it, but she does that with healing too. So this is interesting. She's doing it again with the strength card. You see? You guys have way more power. Thank you, love. You guys have way more power than you think you do. You really do. And my cat, she's an excellent healer. I'm telling you. Like, the healing that she does with me, like, literally, she sits on me. It's amazing. This is about recovery and healing, okay? A lot of healing was done. Some of you need to still go through this healing. You got to have compassion here. That's really going to help with the forgiveness factor of this. Understanding where somebody came from, understanding what they went through. Somebody needs to express what happened in their past, in their childhood, to kind of get it out of their system, to better have the person better understand what it was that they were going through, why they had trust issues, right? Because trust issues stems from a lot of past stuff, guys. Even for some through childhood, okay? So this is understanding that you got to let your pride and ego be put on the wayside with this Leo energy here. And start to have more compassion for people. That really frees that heart chakra. It really clears it so that that lover's energy could come in. That's the only way that a love like that's going to come into your heart space if you have compassion and forgiveness for others. I don't know what else to tell you. Look, that's another reconciliation card, another reunion card. It's right there. Having the strength to come forward and reconcile with someone, to forgive someone or ask someone for forgiveness. This is about celebrating your successes, all the healing that you've done, all the trauma that you've been through. It's been a long journey and it was a lot to overcome, but there's celebration to be had. There's reunions to be had, reconciliations to be had because of all of this stuff that was accomplished here. So just let go of the past. It's time to enjoy life. Go have some fun. Spend some time with friends, family. Go to those weddings, go to those graduations. Even if you're going solo to a wedding, it doesn't matter. That's such crap when people get all bent out of shape. I don't have a +1 to go to a wedding or to go to some party, whatever. Stop. You don't need anybody. And it doesn't mean anything if you show up solo to somewhere. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but that's for somebody here. That's not for everybody. It's time to have some fun, Taurus. Something about, you need to reconcile with someone, reunite with someone. Go after that. You know that the life that you're living is not fulfilled. But what's going to happen is that this reconciliation here, maybe asking somebody out on a date or an invitation to go somewhere, that's going to kickstart things. Because you know that you're being unemotionally fulfilled. Being emotionally unfulfilled is not where you want to be. And my cat fell asleep on my lap, so let's see how I'm going to do this. All right, she might attack me, so don't freak out if I yell at her or something, or I say something. Hold on, guys. We're gonna see what the obstacle you're experiencing. Hold on. See? Midnight. All right, guys. I'm going to have to cut the video off because she's definitely going to attack me, so I will be right back. Okay, Taurus, I'm back. That rarely happens. This is the second time that's happened. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Maybe she wanted to clear out some energies because we were talking about trust issues or something. I don't know. But anyway, let's get back into this and see what the obstacle here is with this situation. What is the obstacle? What is the challenge with this situation? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians. Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Well, the Ace of Swords came out at a 45-degree angle. They want me to take it up in the reverse again. Okay. Miscommunication is the first thing. What was I talking about? You have to communicate the truth. You cannot be assuming things, right? The trust issues, like, where are they stemming from? For some of you, they're stemming from your past. And you're assuming things of others. That's what I said. Some of you, there's a lack of communication. It's strong Gemini energy here for sure, because we're in, again, Mercury retrograde. Start communicating more clearly. Maybe when Mercury goes direct, which is June 3rd, which happens to be my birthday too, and I am a Gemini sun, so this is going to be fun. For this, maybe something along the lines of when Mercury goes direct, this communication is going to be cleared up. Or if you're being driven, if you're being asked by your guides to clear up any miscommunication, this is the time to do it. I cannot tell you what to do. You have to go by your divine guidance, but what I'm channeling here is either something when Mercury goes direct, and we know that sometimes Mercury retrograde, things can be convoluted. You know, we all know that miscommunication is a big thing with Mercury retrograde, but if you're being called to try to tell the truth and try to explain things during this time before it goes direct on the 3rd of June, then by all means do it, because Mercury retrograde doesn't always have to be doom and gloom, right? Some people start freaking out for no reason. I know for me, the first day Mercury retrograde, weird stuff with technology and my uploads and my communication in my readings was all weird. But you know what? I let that slide. I was like, okay, you know what? It is what it is. And then everything was fine after that. Okay? So don't let this Mercury retrograde really get the best of you. Okay, but again, go by your divine guidance. If your guides have been telling you to communicate somebody, to clear up communication, this is like, you know, I need to speak the truth here. I can't hide it anymore. If you're being asked to clear up things and speak the truth, then by all means, go do that. Okay? There's also this clouded judgment. It's kind of like you want the truth, but you haven't really been communicating it. Something about beating around the bush with this communication, okay? That's what I was getting before. But, you know, you really have to start following your heart here, because we have the Knight of Cups. What was I saying about your intuition? If your intuition is telling you to go communicate, then go communicate. Don't start assuming. And don't start like putting all those trust issues with that person if you haven't really, really, really talked to them about things. And I mean really talk. Like everything's got to be laid out on the table. Show your hand. Okay? Show your hand. Some of you are in in relationships where there's lack of communication. There's poor communication here. Somebody could very well not be being honest here, but it's like there's something about some of you really need to get to the bottom of that. Are you receiving misinformation outside of yourself? Getting misinformation from other people, from other readers, and they're telling you, oh, you can't trust this person and this, and this. Is that what your gut told you? Or is that what somebody else told you? There's hostilities here, okay? There's blocked communication. Somebody's throat chakra is severely blocked here. You got to free that up. Because the truth is really wanting to be told with this Ace of Swords in the upright. Being decisive, giving clarity, right? Having focus. This is all about truth here, communication. But right now, the obstacle is there's none of that right now. Someone needs to come forward and really speak their mind. Things will continue to be disharmonious if the truth isn't revealed here, if it's not spoken. Now, if you're the one who's waiting for truth for someone, don't get hung up on the timing of this, okay? Because there's a major arcana here. This is something with Mercury retrograde and all the other planets, they're trying, and God, they're all trying to make things work in perfect orchestration, like the Temperance card, to rectify this, to bring about the opportunity for this truth to be revealed. Okay, but you cannot be assuming. If you're getting other information from other people, but your gut is conflicted with what you're hearing outside of yourself, you really need to be following your heart here and trusting your intuition. You need to really be opening up your crown chakra here to get that insight and awareness from your divine team, your spirit team here, to give you what the truth is. The truth comes from God. God will reveal that to you, and then at some point that there's somebody here or some situation that's going to eventually reveal the truth to you. So there's also something here about this block, this challenge here is being honest about your feelings. This is unrequited love. This is the heartbreaker. Somebody needs to come clean, wipe the slate clean here, and expressing, you know what? This is why I kept breaking your heart. This is why I did what I did. I'm hearing hear me out from this person. Because this person was also manipulated emotionally. This person dealt with some childhood trauma here. It's like they went from the page to the night, but they got stuck at the night because they couldn't really fully overcome their childhood trauma. Okay, the Page of Cups is also about inner child wounding with the Six of Cups that we saw. Okay, this person may have canceled events on you. Maybe they invited you out, or you invited them out somewhere to do something. And I think Gemini got this in their reading. I can't remember. One of the air signs got this in the reading. It was either Gemini or Libra. I know it wasn't Aquarius. I think it was Gemini's. So this Taurus energy is tying in with the Pisces. I mean, wow, with the Gemini reading. Somebody here is a Pisces. Anyway, somebody needs to come clean with, disappointing the other person, because maybe they invited you out, you invited them out, and then you broke the date, you broke the commitment, something like that. You canceled on them every single time, right? Or you were trying to come forward with communication and speaking the truth, or being decisive and saying, you know what, I'm going to invite Taurus out, or it could go vice versa, okay? It's your situation, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and make sure you know where you're at in this. So there's something about somebody coming forward with inviting you out somewhere, taking you out on a date, going on a romantic dinner, whatever this is, going on a trip to the beach, some exotic location to talk about things, but this person keeps backing off, okay? They keep reevaluating. Should I come forward or should I not? It's like Two of Pentacles. Should I do it or should I not? Replanning, retooling, rethinking this. Redirecting the energy. Lacking the ideas. Like, I don't know. I have this idea, but is it going to work? It's like, whoever this is, you really got to get clear on what it is that you want. You have to stop going back and forth and being wishy-washy and stick to your guns here. Okay? You're really going to have to fess up here and communicate how you feel, because you know you cannot keep it in any longer. And you got to let go of the past, of what's happened in those past relationships, especially if you were married before, you were in a serious connection that went sour. You holding back from how you really feel and not being open with your feelings, knowing that this is a deep soul connection, that this is your person, it's blocking your union. It's keeping you from moving forward. The truth is what's going to set you free at the end of the day. You want to make this romantic gesture. You want to be this chivalrous person. Maybe you were always a chivalrous person and people stepped on you or they made fun of you because of it. Maybe you're very sensitive. Knight of Cups can be very sensitive. Very sweet and charming, very chivalrous, very artistic, very psychic, very intuitive. Maybe these sensitivities, people were like making you think that you were a wuss or something like that, especially if you're a male. And you tried to be someone that you're not. People maybe have told you to man up or something like that, right? You got into relationships where people are like, you're too sensitive for me. You're too this for me. Then that person wasn't for you. There's nothing wrong with being sensitive, okay? You probably thought that as a block, Taurus. That is not a weakness. It is actually a superpower. But there is such a thing as being overly sensitive, where you're too touchy, and every little thing gets the best of you. You got to find a balance, because this guy could be so out of balance. He doesn't even know what true love is. He doesn't know what harmony is, all of these things, okay? And he causes himself to find himself in disappointing connections and disappointing situations because his emotions are all over the place. He can't stay emotionally balanced. All right, which causes confusion, which causes indecisiveness, which causes cloud of judgment. I can't think straight. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what truth is. I don't know what a lie is, type of thing, right? Because the emotions get in the way. So this is really about you communicating how you really feel, because that is what's going to set you free, and you won't be tied to the past anymore. You really have to walk away from that. You know how you feel about somebody. You know what it is that you want in your life. You got to follow your heart. You go after what your heart wants. The heart wants what it wants, Taurus. You can't be in denial about it anymore. And you can't hold back the truth. You've been wanting to communicate something, and maybe you've been starting to communicate something, but you're still not fully clear because you're not really allowing yourself to be vulnerable here. You're not allowing yourself to really express how you really feel. You may have a strong affection for someone, a strong attraction to someone. You've always had this. You want to invite, this could be even be an engagement. You want to propose to somebody and you're like, I'm not sure if I could go through with this because what if it backfires? You want to invite them out on a date. We saw the Three of Cups. Either you're going to do it or you won't. You won't know what comes of the situation until you actually say something to that person and express how you really feel. God is trying to bring you a new beginning. You look at this as a challenge, but even while the truth is hard to hear, this is what's going to clean the slate for both parties. And if somebody can't handle the truth, it's like that freaking movie. What the hell movie was it? I don't know. I just see Jack Nicholson and Tom Cruise. But there may be a Jack here or a Tom here, or that resonates with you. Take it. That's for somebody here. A Tom and a Jack. That's interesting that I say that. I can't remember what the movie is. I'm pretty sure you guys know what it is, but I'm being blocked by what the movie is. But that's besides the point. The point here is that line that when Jack Nicholson's character says, you can't handle the truth. If you can't handle the truth, then you are not ready. You are not in alignment with your higher self. Because this divine is about truth, like I said. Okay? If you can't handle what somebody's really going to express to you, you're not ready for a divine union. That means you're still in a distorted state. All right? So there's something here about somebody's got to come clean with how they feel. Be honest with their feelings. And don't be afraid of being vulnerable, of your sensitivities. Okay? Don't get caught up in that. Three of Pentacles. This is like not being afraid of commitment too. Like not wanting to work with somebody on something. Missing the goal here. You've been working hard towards something, maybe working hard on this proposal, working hard on how you're going to communicate your emotions, but it's kind of like backing out. Okay? Not following through with your commitments. All right? It's kind of like, what are you going to do here? Are you going to go through with this or you're not? You've been working hard towards something. Some of you, not all of you. You got to learn from your past mistakes. This is disharmony. This is alignment with mind, body, and soul. There's something here about your mind, body, and soul are out of alignment. Again, that mind and that heart are not communicating. Your heart needs to tell your mind, it's okay, you know what? I want to express my feelings. I want to invite somebody out. I want to do this. I have to stop doubting, and I have to stop keeping myself from speaking my truth. Okay? There could be third-party interference here. There's disharmony again. Things are out of alignment. You got to learn from your past mistakes. It's okay because we all make mistakes. Nobody here is perfect. So that's probably why I'm hearing, hear me out. I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, okay? We have to allow somebody to like just open up and allow them to say what they need to say. That's what's going to clear the air. It's the same thing. Page of Pentacles. Not learning from your past mistakes. Not staying grounded. Not keeping your eye on the prize. It's kind of like procrastination. Not following through with your goals. With your aspirations. What it is that you want to do. Stop putting your goals on the back burner. Go after them. There's something here. Somebody wants to come forward. You've worked hard on this. You had a goal, said, you know what, this is how I'm going to present myself. This is how I'm going to express my emotions. This is how I'm going to do this. I need to be decisive about this. And I'm going to do it come hell or high water and stick to it. But there's something here that you go back on it. And then procrastination sets in. It's been a big obstacle because you're afraid of speaking the truth. We can no longer be afraid of the truth, guys. Because if we can't be in that energy, then we are going to continue to block ourselves from the blessings and abundance that God has for us. Because again, all of the blessings and abundance stem from being in the light of truth, and that's divine energy. Living a lie gets us nowhere. What's the lesson being learned with this? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians. Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. I heard it's time to speak the truth. You can't procrastinate anymore. Let go of those trust issues. You know why there are trust issues. There's something with the 6th. They're having me look at the number 6, something with the month of June. I did say June 3rd when Mercury goes direct. Oh my God, Spirit, you're freaking kidding me. Look, they said, look at the 6 of Wands. It's a 6. I said June 3rd. I looked at the Empress. It's a 3. There's something about June 3rd, and I said that in somebody else's reading. I think it was last week. I can't remember, guys. You're going to have to look at last week's readings because I did say something about June 3rd. Because the Lovers came out in the upright for some sign with a 3 next to it. I can't remember what the 3 was. I know it wasn't the Empress. I don't think it was. Maybe. I said something about the month of June, and I said June 3rd because I did talk about it earlier. It's right there, guys. There's something about Mercury going direct that's going to change things. Could very well be where maybe somebody's getting an intuitive hit to say something on the 3rd. I don't know. This communication can be cleared up when Mercury goes direct on that date. But do not get caught up in the days, guys. I do not like to predict dates and times. But if this is what they're telling me, that's what they're telling me. And I said it before this came out because I was looking at that 6. And this is the second time in a reading that I've said June 3rd, so that must be significant. It's hilarious, though, because that is actually my birthday. I don't know what that really means. But anyway, the Empress, embodying your true divine feminine. I talked about having compassion and being of divine energy and of the truth. This is what the lesson is, that having compassion and forgiveness for others, she knows that people make mistakes, but she forgives them anyway. She has compassion. Why? Because she understands that a lot of people go through some shit in their lives, and it causes them to do some silly things. Okay? It causes them to not be honest. It causes them to not communicate the truth because they've been afraid of the truth, because maybe something came out with the truth that burned them, and they don't want to be in that truth anymore. Something like that. But she understands that. This is understanding that, when we're born into this world, we are innocent. It's the 6 of Cups. We're sweet. We're tender. As kids are very honest, right? And then what happens? Things happen in our lives as we get older, and it causes us to lose sight of what the truth really is. And sometimes we end up being afraid of that because we're afraid of being vulnerable. We're afraid of opening up to others to have them really see the inside of ourselves. It's kind of like being raw and open, exposing our inner selves. Some of us don't like to do that. We want to close ourselves off. That's not what she does. I mean, she's naked, for crying out loud. And she has this life within her that she knows that she's here to create. This is co-creating with the universe. This is being in alignment, listening to her divine guidance and understanding what her purpose as a true divine feminine is. And it doesn't matter whether you're female or male, because we all have feminine energies within us. But this is about embodying the divine feminine. This is distorted feminine, okay? But it came in the upright. This is knowing your worth. You are deserving of love. You are deserving of the truth. God brings that truth to us in due time. But this is also about really being in alignment with our higher power here, our true divine selves, and seeing the divinity in everyone, because that's what she sees. She's the mother. She's Mother Gaia. She's nurturing. She knows that a lot of stuff happens to the earth, but she still tries to heal. She still tries to nurture everybody, everything on the planet, and everyone. And in turn, we have to take care of her too. It's equal give and take. She understands the law of attraction, the law of equal give and take. What she puts into the universe, she gets back. If you can't be honest with someone, how is somebody going to be honest with you? If you can't communicate clearly, how is somebody going to communicate with you? If you're holding yourself back from the truth, how are you going to have anybody give you the truth? She knows what truth is. She knows what divinity is. She knows that within herself, and she sees that within everybody else. There's some manifestation of some truth here that's coming to fruition. She's bringing vitality and goodness into the world. The Empress is also Venus incarnate. This is seeing the beauty in things, in life, in your life's experiences, even in the connections that didn't work out well for you, because there was a big lesson for you to learn there. And seeing the beauty in everyone. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Truth is what we really need to embody here. To see the truth in everyone, and the truth stems from the divinity in every person on this planet. That everyone is a divine being, but it's just that some people don't embody that, and they don't exhibit the qualities of a divine person, let alone a divine feminine. This is also about sensitivity, sensuality, being in tune with your divine feminine self. And for those who are male watching this, this is you to not be ashamed with you being in tune with your feminine energies. She is also, Venus is also, she rules music and art and beauty and theater, something like that. She's creative. This is about creating things that are harmonious, that are beautiful, that are lively. This is also about unconditional love. Having unconditional love for herself, for others, for the world. When we learn to have that, that's what's really going to help this planet. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Wands. Being a leader, not a follower. Doing what is right for you. Not being, not thinking that taking care of yourself, okay? Being in this Empress energy, being in tune with creation, with your inner beauty, with your feminine side. It's not something to be ashamed of. This is like where, you know, understanding what success really is, what victory really is for you. I would say this is also what I learned too when I was realizing about embodying this fully. when I no longer needed to seek validation from anybody else, that I stopped allowing myself to be in these disharmonious connections, that I was in my power. I knew my worth. I was very confident. I created. I realized the power within me to create beautiful, wonderful things for the greater good of humanity, and what that gave back to me, and what I was able to grow, what I was able to learn, how I evolved as a person, knowing the true divinity within myself and in others. Not if I was in a relationship, not having anybody tell me I was beautiful or smart or intelligent or worthy or whatever this is. I found that within myself. That's where I understood where success really was. There's my big V right there, my big victory. I learned to take better care of myself, my emotions. I learned that I had, my sensitivities weren't a bad thing, that my creative nature wasn't a bad thing either. I didn't have to, be in a relationship to make me feel like a goddess. Okay. But a lot of hard work was put into getting to that state. And I realized that I could create my reality, that I could birth beautiful things into the world, knowing my own confidence, my courage, overcoming these challenges of self-sabotage, and being even dealing with competition, right? Comparing myself to others, because a distorted feminine compares herself to others. She starts looking at what everybody else is doing. What is everybody else creating? Oh, maybe I should be doing that. Oh, maybe I should look like that person or do what this person's doing. No, she does her own thing. This is overcoming. Six of Wands is after the Five of Wands. That you can be successful on your own without following the rules or the guidelines as to what society thinks success is. This is a major milestone. This is a big breakthrough because you overcame being in tune, or staying away from being in tune with your divine feminine side. This is also about vulnerability, expressing your emotions, and not being afraid to be who you are. And understanding the truth and divinity in everyone. She hears people out. She has this strong compassion for people who've gone through struggles, because she knows she went through struggles too. The Empress didn't become the Empress just because it landed in her lap. She worked hard for this. She saw the true person that she was within, that she was always God within. And because of she overcame all these struggles and she found her power, she can see that in other people. That's how amazing this Empress is. That is a true divine feminine right here. Someone who can really see other people's struggles and who can have compassion for those people, because she went through similar struggles too. Especially with dealing with relationships that, they were not fulfilling. There was no strong connection there. It wasn't divine. But she had to find the divinity within herself first so that she can attract the Emperor. And that was a big milestone for her. Major, major achievement. She didn't let pride and ego get in the way. She stopped being a follower. She went to being a leader because she knew that she had that ability. Being a leader with being in tune with her divine feminine. This is also redefining what success means to you. And overcoming those struggles with vulnerability, with your sensitivities, with your sensuality, with your feminine side. Look what's underneath here. It's the total opposite of the Empress. See the Five of Pentacles. Lack of self-worth, doubting yourself, victimization, woe is me, pity parties all the time. I can't be anything. The lesson here is that you have the power to overcome this energy, that you are successful, that you are a leader, that you have way more courage and confidence and fearlessness in you than you think you do. There's also recovery from an illness here. Somebody taking better care of themselves, nurturing themselves, self-care, self-worth, all of that stuff. There's a recovery from an illness here. Could have even been a mental illness, a recovery from feeling depressed all the time. I'm hearing bipolar. I don't know where that came from. Maybe because the Ace of Swords is in the reverse. I don't know. That's somebody for somebody specific. But this is overcoming illness. But overcoming this fear, like being rejected, being left out in the cold. Beating yourself for rejecting somebody, leaving somebody out in the cold. Take it how it resonates. I'm no longer down in the dumps. I'm no longer keeping myself in this low vibrational energy because I'm the one who creates my reality. If I want to be something, I have to take care of myself. That being sensitive, being sensual, being in tune with my divine feminine self is not a bad thing. Because again, I did say there's something here, but somebody was rejected or abandoned or made fun of or felt like they weren't worthy because of their sensitivities. Of being in tune with this. But apparently you found your worth. It's like, I am worthy of love. I am worthy of success. It comes from this, embodying this here. So somebody here has really overcome some serious, like, down and out energy here. Wow, Ace of Cups. It's the emotional healing. It's really understanding what true unconditional love is. And that's having the self-love for yourself. That's exactly what she does. She loves herself first and everything shifts. It's this divine love of God. Right here, that flows through her and out of her. And when that happens, she attracts all of these beautiful things into her life. And she creates beautiful things because of that. Doing some self-reflection, understanding that that ultimate fulfillment comes from within. That's exactly what I said about her. She doesn't seek true love, the love outside of herself. It was always within her to begin with. And this is also about that compassion and unconditional love for herself and for others. When she's flowing with that divine love of God, she's able to give that same life, that same love out to others. Oh my gosh, these readings are just getting beyond me sometimes. All right, guys, we're now going to go check in and see what guidance we have. Where are my other cards? Okay. What guidance do we have for Taurus? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirius, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Holy cow. I was not expecting... Oh, I get it. I wasn't expecting this marriage. The fairies join you in celebrating wedded bliss. You know what the first thing I got was? I did say for some of you, there were trust issues. There was a marriage that you were in. You lost trust because that person betrayed your trust. Thank you, Spirit. And going forward, you had trust issues and you were continuing to be in relationships that were not true love, that were not of a deep connection. And what did I say about forgiveness? Whom do you need to forgive? As you release old anger or resentment, you will find that your wishes will come true. Now, here's the thing. I did say, I talked about forgiveness and compassion. It's a lesson here, all right? You can forgive somebody, all right? It does not mean you condone what they did. It does not mean they win. It does not mean that you've lost, okay? It just helps you to move on. A true divine feminine forgives because of everything I already said about the compassion, because she went through struggles. And she understands that other people go through struggles too. People are dealing with battles you know nothing about. We're all born innocent until stuff happens in our lives. Every single one of us goes from that divinity to distorted. It's our mission here to get back into this, whether you're male or you're female. If this is still in your heart space, anger, resentment, you are blocking yourself from this. She has this because she understands that forgiving is what sets her free. That's what a true divine feminine does. It's about divinity and seeing it in people. This is the true love here. It's unconditional. It's ordained by God. And again, the divinity, that is truth. That is unconditional love. That is forgiveness. But it came out in the reverse. You can't forgive what somebody did to you in a previous marriage, in a previous relationship. You are blocking yourself from something incredibly beautiful right here. God is not going to give us our divine union, our counterpart, our soulmate, the person that God really blessed, created us for, whatever God created for us, if we don't do this. This is what sets you free of your karma. It gives you a clean slate. It is a challenging thing to do, but you are already divine within, so you do have the ability to forgive. So I'm going to read the marriage card because some of the message here are going to stick out to some of you. I did talk about the Knight of Cups, right? There is something about marriage proposal, communicating your feelings, how you really feel, and how like somebody here really wants to marry somebody. All right, this could very well be marriage too. Okay. All right. So you drew this card because your question involves marriage. This particular card holds variable meanings, so pay attention to your body's reactions as you read the possible interpretations. Additional meanings are: congratulations, you're getting married soon. Your marriage needs some healing and attention, which the fairies can help you with if you ask. You'll soon meet someone significant at a wedding. I did say something about if you're invited to a wedding, go to it. A relationship commitment is pending. Admit your true feelings to yourself regarding marriage. Someone close to you is getting married soon. Your life purpose involves helping people with romance, matchmaking, relationships, or weddings. What stands out to me, now it could be different for you, take it how it resonates. Admit your true feelings to yourself regarding marriage. Some of you are afraid to get married again because your first marriage fell apart. It was not what you thought it was. Somebody betrayed your trust in that marriage. Some of you, not all of you. It says right there, admit your true feelings to yourself about marriage. You want to get married again for some of you, but you're afraid because you think the same thing's going to happen. Yet deep down inside, you know that it's not. You have to really get clear on how you feel. Really communicate with your guides what it is that you really want, your feelings with this person. Because somebody here really wants to marry this person, but the past is coming back with regards to your previous marriage or your previous relationship. You are totally blocking yourself from something absolutely incredible here. Don't let that happen. Your guides, your angels are supporting you on this. Your intuition is right. If you're doubting it, stop doubting it. We saw the Knight of Cups. All right. I'm going to read the whom do you need to forgive card. It's really who. I really can't. Grammar is really a big thing for me. Anyway, moving on. This card indicates that your prayer will be answered as you release yourself from the inability to offer forgiveness. While you may feel justified in your anger, the truth is that your resentment is only hurting you. The rage you're carrying is blocking your deepest desires. What did I say? Go outside and ask the fairies and spirit of nature to clear your mind, body, and emotions of lower energies. You'll benefit enormously by making the decision to detoxify yourself of old anger and resentment. Additional meanings are forgive yourself and be cleared of toxic guilt, reduce judgmental thoughts about yourself or others. See, I was talking about judging, assuming things. Send an apologetic note to someone. Stop identifying yourself as a victim and see yourself as powerful. Focus on the present instead of the past. I don't really need to say anything else. Patience. What you're asking for is coming about. Have patience as there are unforeseen factors that need to occur first. Holiday. The answer you're looking for can be found during vacation, retreat, or holiday getaway. I talked about going on a trip before. Okay. What was at that top? Patience. They want me to read the patience card. The fairies manifest desires instantly. Whatever they think about occurs immediately, so they understand why you may feel impatient when your prayers aren't answered right away. This card is reassuring you that your desires are being worked on behind the scenes. Although you may not perceive those results at present, trust that things are moving in the right direction. You'll soon see and experience your desired outcome. Heaven has heard you and is working on your prayers. What you're asking for is nearly at hand. You'll receive the money you need. Keep the faith, stay positive, and continue affirming and praying. Your relationship with your soulmate will soon manifest. Wait before making a move on the topic you're asking about. What I get from this is some of you have been very patient. You've been asking for this union, for this connection, for truth, whatever it is. But this is what's blocking some of you. I will read it again because I think I'm going to put this as the title. The rage you're carrying is blocking your deepest desires. Your desire for this is almost at hand, but you still have this. It's got to be let go. Is that even grammatically correct? I don't think so. This has to be released. The inability to offer forgiveness is not a divine quality. So if you still have that in your heart space, there is no way that a sacred, harmonious union can occur. We're talking about harmony. Anger, resentment, bitterness is not harmonious. Okay, let's see what other guidance we have for you. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What other guidance do we have for Taurus? Thank you, Spirit. Backpack. Get your compass. Adventure is yours. Get out of the city. Enjoy the outdoors. See, with the holiday travel, go take a trip. Clear that energy. Or maybe you want to ask this person on a trip with you. Just talk about things. You got to let the truth out. You cannot hide behind that curtain anymore. Celebrate. The time is right to shout out loud. Don't hesitate. Just jump around. See, don't hesitate. I talked about celebrating. Go have some fun. Go celebrate a birthday with somebody. Go celebrate a graduation, a wedding. Just go do fun things, okay? It's going to help you release whatever is sitting in that heart chakra, guys. Fairy wings. In the forest, small lights glow. Those are fairies flying low. Bright lights, follow the light. You have the support of the fairies, your spirit team. Everybody is supporting you. Okay, everybody is supporting you up there. Let's see what your wellness message is. What wellness message do we have for Taurus? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Yeah, I'm hearing something about someone's like bittered because there's lack of communication or they haven't been given the truth yet. But have you already forgiven that person yet without even them saying anything? That's for somebody. Nurture. It's okay to stay home and be alone. I deserve days to myself, days to relax and simply be. I honor how I feel and take this day to do the things that feel nurturing to me. Taking care of yourself. The Empress energy. Breathe. It's easy for me to return to the present moment simply by breathing. If I am feeling anxious or worried, I close my eyes and breathe in deeply as I picture myself filling up with white light. Then exhale and envision stress and tension leaving my body. In this moment, I am free to gently stretch and open my eyes, feeling refreshed. Playful. I go about life playfully and take things lightly. I can turn any hard day or heavy burden into a fun adventure. Why spend time upset when there is so much fun to be had? Exactly. Being upset, lower vibrational energy, it attracts more crap. All is okay. All that I feel is okay. I hold myself in love through the unsureness, the worry, doubt, anger, fear, anxiety, rejection, or overwhelm. I am thankful to feel the full range of emotions that I do. These emotions are the very contrast that leads to my higher expansion. It's okay to feel that energy, okay? The anger, bitterness, resentment, but you can't have it in your heart space for forever because it blocks all of the beautiful things from coming in. You feel it, you acknowledge it, you release it. You don't keep it there. Okay. Subconscious mind is underneath this. I realize that subconscious beliefs or programs may be holding me back from my desires. For example, if I want money, I may have been told things growing up that I am subconsciously holding on to. So I go back to my past and release beliefs that no longer align, substituting them with ones that do. Beliefs about marriage, okay? But maybe you saw something in your own marriage with your parents that's kind of holding you back from moving forward with marrying somebody, or it's been a repetitive pattern. Maybe it was an ancestral pattern. I'm not using that deck yet. Ancestral pattern healing is a big thing to do. I do that reading for my clients. That's so eye-opening, but it really, really helps them a great deal to better understand why they repeat this. They get into the same types of relationships, why they're going through what they're going through. So for some of you, this could very well be stemming from ancestral patterns. Let's see. Maybe you're a child of divorce, or you saw something in your parents' marriage that was, your parents were misaligned. Everybody's other relationships were misaligned. What's going on with the new moon in Gemini for Taurus? What is it bringing Taurus? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Syrians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Wow, a new romantic cycle begins. The new moon in Libra. Another more new moon energy. The waxing moon, the energy is gaining momentum. It's gaining momentum. Your desires are almost about to manifest. You will meet your soulmate soon, but this has got to be released. For some of you, not for all of you. It's there, guys. It's there. New moon in Libra. I'm looking at the wrong book. Oh my God. New moon in Libra. Maybe you're dealing with a Libra or some other air sign. I don't know. Give and take could well be the answer to whatever dilemma you're asking about. Compromise may be called for. It's time to start negotiating or even renegotiating. When the new moon in Libra comes up, there's a restart for you and for someone else. A new relationship could be beginning. And if that's the case, the chances are this will be a healthy and well-balanced connection. That's lovers in the upright. In anything you do after pulling this card, doing it in pairs is advised, such as teaming up with someone in business or in your personal life. Libra is the sign of relating, and this card suggests that whoever is at the heart of the issue you're addressing is someone who will be open to talking things through. So if you are doubting about speaking up and speaking the truth with this person, it says it right there. Libra. Whoever's at the heart of the issue you're addressing is someone who will be open to talking things through. They want to hear from you. They want to hear what you have to say. Avoid being selfish. It won't get you anywhere at this time. Reach out to someone and let them know you care, you see? Feel more, think less. Marriage or engagement is on the cards. That's 3 times. Marriage, marriage, This could very well be a marriage. Okay? All right. A legal matter will go your way. Pay some attention to your appearance, but don't be all about appearances. Libra is a sign of love and harmony, negotiation, and relationships. It is harmonious, kind, and luxurious. Balance, guys, and always aiming for balance. So when we have the new moon in Libra, or at any time you draw this card, there's a restart possible for anything and everything connected to partnerships, negotiations, appearances, and justice. Remember that Libra is depicted by a set of scales. This energy wants to bring things back to equilibrium. Waxing moon. Where's the waxing moon? Super fixed cardinal. Void, of course. Waning, waxing. All right. The energy is gaining momentum. During the waxing moon cycle, hope springs eternal. This card is a very positive omen, indicating that you can create the reality you're dreaming of, though it will take some work and you're not quite there yet. This is a time of energies rising up. Emotions are building too. Where do you want to go, and do you believe you can get there? Either you can just keep meditating and focusing on your desired outcome, or you can make the courageous commitment to take more practical steps towards your goals. Whichever you decide, you are most certainly on the right track. I know I'm headed in the right direction. The situation is full of potential. Your dream can come true. More effort is yet required. Are you willing to give it? Review your goals and ensure you're still committed. Keep moving forwards. The waxing cycle is the period of the lunar cycle from new moon to full moon, and during this time the moon appears to be slightly bigger and rounder every night. This is a very empowered and empowering time, and this is a very promising card. It suggests now is the time to make plans and to act on them, no matter when you actually pull the card. If you've been looking for that message, there it is. When to do it, now's the time to do it. The energy is there. Everything in astrology, I'm telling you, with the Mars, Moon, Jupiter being in Aries, by the time you watch this reading, if you watch this on the 25th of May, there it goes. It's going to give you that energy. Just go and do it. Stop holding yourself back. Look what's underneath this. I said this. Don't let the past hold you back. I was talking about the South Node. That's not where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be in your North Node. What do you need to release? You see? Release the anger. Release the past. Surrender to the divine. This is another empowering card. It's another superpower card, whatever I just said. Let go. Release. New things are about to happen, but you have to let go of the old in order for the new to come in. This new romantic cycle is trying to come in, but you gotta release something. Alrighty, let's look at love and relationships for you. If wedding comes out, that's gonna be hilarious. Or engagement. Or honeymoon. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family. Lady Syrians, or forgiving and learning. Please reveal to us for highest good. What is going on with love and relationships for Taurus? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. New love. A new person has stirred romantic feelings. A new romantic cycle begins. There you go. It's there twice. It's also going to involve marriage. Some of you really want to marry this person. But those old beliefs about that previous marriage or relationship, whatever, it's holding you back. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Exactly. Stay optimistic. There's also for somebody here, I talked about you may be afraid of, I might have said this, that you may be afraid of, if you ask for forgiveness, that this person won't forgive you. What does your intuition say about this? Because you already know. Or maybe this person has already forgiven you. You're still a little bit you're still doubting a little bit. Okay. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. That's there again with that message to go for it. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing, spiritual path. Talk to the marriage, your belief system about marriage and things like that. Some of you are like, divorce is a bad thing, or like you can only get married once in your life. That's bullcrap. It's all bullcrap. pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. I'm also getting that the signs are like, hey, heed the signs. The red flags about the anger, the lack of forgiveness, it could be that too. Playfulness to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. You see? There you go, Taurus. I hope this was helpful. It was long, but a lot had to come out. A lot had to come out, and I'm not the reader who's going to be impatient and just to cut this off because people don't watch long readings. I don't give a shit. This is what I do as part of my mission work. I have to get the truth out. If I don't, I'm not doing my job. So, again, I hope this helped you. If you would like a personal reading or live coaching session or need some healing, check out capellawellness.com or sign up for a membership so you can get additional guidance and meditation videos on how to help you navigate the energies that are surrounding these weeklies or these videos that you watch on YouTube. There's different tiers. Every membership includes access to my guided meditations channel on my website and my daily guidance videos. Okay, every tier has that. So even that, the cheapest one is $5.55. You can just get those two things if you want. I also have channels on my website, videos that you can watch regarding to what's blocking you for the month, what you need to heal for the month, and all the other tiers include other things like freebies or discounts on readings and other stuff. So go check that out at the Capella membership section of my website. If you have any questions about anything, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. All right. That concludes your reading, Taurus. Thank you so very much for your patience, for your time, for watching this video, and for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. And for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so much love. And I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess with Capella Wellness, starring out.